EA Sports. It's in the game.
So now the Texans will call on the veteran Shane Leckler to kick this one away. Lucky Whitehead back deep for Dallas. Taken in at the 22. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. 13 yards there on the pickup, and it'll be 1st down Cowboys.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On first and 10. Prescott. And he finds his target, Terrence Williams. And he's brought down. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Everything about that play was beautiful. A great corner route where the receiver worked the defensive back inside and then broke back to the outside to the corner. But how about the throw by the quarterback? Anticipation on the break from inside to outside. He threw the football. As the receiver turned around, the ball greeted him.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. He'll get the football here. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Come on, let's go! 190! 190! Let's go! Ohio!
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Terrence Williams that time. And it's third down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Come on, let's go!
On third down, it's Prescott. He completes it to Bryant. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Partner, I know you call the play-by-play, but you know your ball. If I throw these numbers at you, all right, 6 yards shy of 2,000 of total yards from scrimmage for a rookie running back. What do you think?
Sounds like me in high school.
Sounds like you doing it, right?
It's really fascinating at what he was able to do. The thing for me, though, he did that as a rookie. Where do you go from here? I mean, can you keep going up from those numbers your sophomore campaign?
I think that you can. He's had examples of that preceding him in the NFL. Some guys who are in the Hall of Fame right now. Remember, he had 16 total touchdowns because it's not just his ability to run it. He can catch it out of the backfield as well. No one plays harder than this guy does, down in and down out. I think he's just going to keep getting better.
So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Here's Prescott. And on the left side, he's got Witten. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. All right, so the timeout over and all 11 men back out onto the field for the defense. And Jason Garrett's going to leave the offense on the field. They're going to go for it here on 4th.
Come on, let's go! Red 38! Red 38!
Running with Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Cowboys are in for 6. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out comes Houston. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. That incompletion, Charles, gives me a chance to put you on the clock real quick. NFC teams last year that did not make the playoffs that might make a push this coming year.
Well, three that come to mind right away that we thought were going to be in 2016. Minnesota, remember the start they got off to before that didn't work out so well for them. Arizona, we thought they were a lock to be in the playoffs. In fact, many of us called them Super Bowl contenders. And Carolina, the defending NFC champs going into last season, they didn't make it. So I think that all three could return to former glory. I'm going to give you one way off the pace here. You ready?
Let's go.
The Los Angeles Rams.
Ooh.
They get the young quarterback going and that defense continues to live up to expectations. They can make a real strong push in the West.
They've got the D. You're right. They just need the O.
Here we go now. 3-19.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Here we go.
Back to throw now on first down. Deep drop. He leaps over him toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Holding offense.
So there you go, holding by the offense, and that'll push him back.
Changes everything now as you try and figure out what your playbook has for you. Longer yardage situations, tougher to execute and pick up first downs.
Green 39.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And Miller with it over the middle. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. And quickly they get to the line. They'll look to throw again. Fighting through. And this is incomplete. They were trying to get the connection with a former Buckeye, Braxton Miller. And it's third down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
So incomplete on second down. Now they'll look to convert here on third.
Now, check. Patriot.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side caught Fedorowicz. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. And welcome back. The offensive unit, they took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
Green 39.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Brandon, if I told you in preseason that DeAndre Hopkins would have less than 1,000 receiving yards, would you have looked at me funny?
I would have. He's coming off a 1,500-yard season, and he's gotten better each and every year through the first 3.
And they have weapons around him now. Will Fuller can stretch the field. Braxton Miller, when they get him back healthy, he can fly as well. They got Lamar Miller as a running back in free agency. They've got people who can stretch things open and get the ball to DeAndre Hopkins in open field, but he had a connection that wasn't very good with his quarterbacks this season.
And by the way, Charles, touchdown production dropped big time too. 11 last season, 4 this year.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Marty looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that drives 7 plays in length. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Now it's Lucky Whitehead on the return. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A first down throw for Prescott. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
A second down throw for Prescott. Bryant with a catch right side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. So completion on second down, that brings up third.
Come on, let's go.
Third and short yardage, Prescott. Trying here for Bryant, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Well, look at that, Chuck. A rookie picked the rookie on that play.
How about that? Is that rookie-on-rookie crime? But you know what happens, too. If you're a rookie defender, you tend to adjust to the game a little bit quicker than if you're a quarterback. Too many things still going through his mind. And on that play,
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And never mind, Larry. These 2 teams apparently anxious to get back at it. Whitehead, the return. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Out come the Cowboys now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at Mish?
typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
One man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on first down. He's got time. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Terrence Williams, 55 yards. And the Cowboys have retaken the lead. Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guy's covering, take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by him. And once he's by him, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game, a chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. He'll get 3 of those penalty yards back here, leaving him with a 2nd and 12.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first level run, and it was stopped by a second level player.
See if they stay on the ground for second down.
Everyone's got four down. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. That's caught, Fedorowicz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back.
Yep.
He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Miller, the lone setback. And they'll give it to him here. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fuller brings it in over the middle. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's third down for this offense. They'll run for it here. This is Prosh, the fullback. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Fresh set of downs here. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. They'll look to throw now on first down. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he's brought down. 12 yards there as they move the chains. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Here's a give to Miller. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And yet again, this run game just continues to be completely shut off.
Completely stymied. I mean, they're trying to get some consistency, trying to find places to roam. They just haven't been there throughout this game.
Now a run. This is Alfred Blue. And he'll be taken down at the 33, a pickup of about 4. On the tackle there, it's Nolan Carroll.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Malik Collins with a big-time sack on third down, and it'll be a loss of 7. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary. Back now in Arlington. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the fourth quarter. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Holding offense.
So oftentimes you see defensive holding. Here it's offensive holding for the flag. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage.
Let's go. 190.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
A first down carry now for Miller. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Braxton Miller from 8 yards out. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. Whitehead, the return. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Let's go.
2nd down, Prescott. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick, and it's 3rd down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now Prescott. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Miller with it over the middle. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. Jeff Heath, the one to bring him down. The 4th quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up in the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
Miller, the lone setback. And he'll get it up the middle. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. The linebacker, Anthony Hitchens, there on the stop.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So a defensive timeout, chance to regather, regroup, and get set as we resume action. And Novak's kick is good. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So they get the 3 here, but you wonder whether that's going to be enough.
Yeah, I mean, you've now made it so they need a touchdown rather than a field goal to catch them. But you're right. If they'd gotten 6 out of that drive, this would be a much different game.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. And out now come the Cowboys. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. They'll look to throw. And this one complete to Witten over the middle. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there, but that drop could really hurt their momentum.
And on 2nd and 10 now. He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw. That's caught inside the 20. That goes for a gain of 31. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. That is caught with the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Cole Beasley with time running out. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT.
And now we've got a tie game after that touchdown. And you and I both know what that means. Extra point in this situation, this little time left, takes on some extra emphasis, doesn't it?
It does indeed. Now inside the final minute, can they get it and hold on? So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it culminates in a Dallas touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll start things out at the 25. And now out comes Houston. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you out of bounds. Completions, get out of bounds, gain some yardage. Then when the clock hits 7 seconds or left, now you get...
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. To throw. And that is, I think he caught it. He did, but they'll say out of bounds. It'll be incomplete.
Less than 2 minutes ago in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellas in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, thank you, New York. They'll look to throw here on first down. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. So now it's all up to the kicker, Nick Novak. This a long one from 54. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, befitting a tight game like this, it all came down to the wire. But in the end, the field goal to win, it goes begging.
Oh, man, that is a tough way to lose a football game. You put yourself in position, and you give yourself a chance. But it's just not meant to be.
Watch the slant. Come on, let's go. Brad 38. Brad 38.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a one-point victory.